This is Colin Dixon with nScreen Media, and I'm here at TV Connect 2014, and I'm going to chat with Simon Frost, who's head of marketing at Ericsson, about LTE Broadcast, a topic that's got a lot of people talking about things like broadcasting TV on LTE Broadcast. But let's find out what Ericsson is doing first. So Simon, tell us about what you're doing with LTE Broadcast.
Hi, Colin. Well, we're doing a lot of trials at the moment with the carriers. So the carriers are exploring this technology, which is in essence really a software upgrade mostly to the LTE network deployments they're currently doing. And it enables, as part of the standard within LTE, the ability to deliver a mass content to mass users. So, whilst we see LTE is really around, huge capacity to deliver video, on-demand video to lots and lots of types of consumers, we're always going to have scenarios where content is incredibly popular, and there is the technology capability inside LTE to broadcast or multicast that content to huge amounts of users in dense scenarios.
So one of the areas that could be really interesting is stadiums, where there you've got a bunch of people grouped together that all want to be watching broadly the same piece of content. Is that an area that you're looking at now?
Yeah, there's many use case scenarios that we see LTE Broadcast is going to be used for. The popular one right now, the obvious one, is the stadium one. So yes, if you look at the trials, the activity we've been working on, so Verizon was announced a trial with the NFL, looking at the Super Bowl, with an enhanced app on tablet devices, if you like, and phones. Telstra we worked with recently, and they were doing a live broadcast of cricket. So there's a myriad of trials announced by the carriers that are showing the potential of an enhanced brand experience in the stadium with the devices that people are going to carry with themselves, because a lot of the chipsets out there already support this capability. Yes, we do need some new software functionality in those devices to support this capability, but showing what's possible to create a more immersive app in a stadium experience, to enhance that stadium experience, which has a lot of value for the consumer. And if you derive more value for the consumer, the brand are happy with that as well. Could be Formula One, could be NFL, could be Premier League. There's a lot of applications, I think, for this.
So it sounds like LTE has enough capacity so that you can be doing multi-camera angles and stuff like that in the stadiums?
Yes, exactly. I think you can imagine the NASCAR example, 100,000 people in one location, using an app in an enhanced way. So why not be able to follow your favorite driver and get live camera angles from that? Look out the back window, look out the front window. I don't think it's not taking it completely away from the stadium experience, but I think the stadium owners also want people to come to the stadium and have that experience, not watch it at home necessarily, because the quality of HD and maybe Ultra HD in the future means people maybe increasingly feel like they can watch, get the experience by staying at home even. So I think there's a lot of appeal by bringing people into the stadium itself. So and this would offer one way of doing that.
Now, what about the idea of doing broadcast television? There's been lots of talk about that. Operators launching new broadcast television services on that fabric. Do you think that's going to happen soon?
It's a semi-contentious area, I think. I don't think we see the fact that the carriers, the owners of the LTE networks are going to be doing linear or live TV broadcasting anytime soon. The traditional model of television to kind of fixed scenarios, I don't think that adds enough value. Particularly those networks are very expensive networks. Where I do see the telco networks potentially being used for what I call sort of fixed scenarios, which is delivering video to the TV in the home rather than devices away from the home, I certainly think there's potential for on-demand access to content, enhancing, say, satellite platforms. Maybe in countries where fixed infrastructure for broadband's not that great. You can imagine India or China or other areas where satellite TV is very popular right now for linear content. You get that coverage, very good. But if you're going to want the future of on-demand access to content, VOD libraries, catalogs, catch-up TV, for example, you need IP delivery. And so, we certainly see LTE could be a great way of delivering video that way.
But it sounds like the bandwidth is just a little bit too expensive for just standard old TV broadcasts.
I think it is for doing a lot of traditional linear TV, because you're kind of replacing what's already there. What I do see, and we see in the standards activities right now, and we're supporting those, is broadcasters interested in maybe using their own broadcast spectrum to leverage LTE technology in high tower, high power scenarios. So, LTE is designed for a cellular infrastructure right now, and we are already seeing people exploring, can we create effectively a twin power network where you have a very high, as I say, a high tower, high power scenario that then is enhancing the cellular lower power approach and mixing those two things together. So that's, a lot of unknowns right now, but that's what's happening in the industry.
Well, Simon, thanks very much for disambiguating some of the stuff I've been hearing about LTE broadcast. Have a great show.
Great, thank you, Colin.
This has been Colin Dixon with nScreen Media.